Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I know I'm asking that early in the video, which some people feel some type of way about. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm really trying to pursue my YouTube channel. And I would love to have subscribers and likes and comments and get you guys feedback on what videos I can or should make. I don't know, people have so many different rules when it comes down to YouTube. It's way more political and complicated than it needs to be, but whatever, I'm going to stop rambling about that. I hope you guys enjoy my content, and I hope you enjoy this video that I am making, and hopefully y'all have something that y'all want to say. So, let's get into the video. Number one, I am showing you my desktop. This is my MSI gaming computer. All of the details of it will be inside of the description. The software that I'm using will be in the description. The microphone that I'm using will be in the description. So on and so forth. I will make sure that everything that you can pretty much see on my screen be in the description. Because this video is going to be about the programs that I have installed. Also is going to translate on how that affects my gaming performance and everything. If you are a PC gamer or you're kind of like a beginner and don't really know what to use and or get that is necessary, or I personally feel that is useful and necessary when it comes down to making, you know, your computer perform better when it comes down to video gaming. I am a Sims fan. So, I like to play The Sims 3, and The Sims 3 has screen tearing and a lot of other buggy type of issues. I modified The Sims, but a lot of people try to figure out or don't understand why they are having, you know, not the best performance and gaming experience, at least with that game, but also in other games in particular. So, I'm going to do a series of videos where it's explaining what I did / what I use and how I use them in order to boost my gaming performance and experience, so I can get rid of / fix the issues that we have had for years when it came down to playing The Sims 3, but also other video games that it will help improve and work with as well. It's not targeting just video games. So, as you can see, I have this beautiful dock and this beautiful look to my home screen on my desktop. I really enjoy / love and like this very, very much. And yeah, it's just a list of programs going straight across. You have some shortcuts and everything from some of the system programs that are already inside of Windows. This is Windows 11, which I'm not a fan of Windows 11. However, it gets the job done for what I use it for. This is my gaming computer. This is not my primary computer. My primary computer I will do other things on, but mainly this one is going to be targeting gaming and the software that I use for editing / gaming. I actually originally wanted to buy a laptop just for gaming, but not just for gaming. I wanted a laptop, which this one was intended for just The Sims. I was not going to install anything, absolutely nothing that did not need to be installed onto this computer other than all of the software and everything that I use for the Sims franchise, whether it's The Sims 1, 2, 3, 4, and the future Sims video game. But I felt that this computer is very powerful and I can play other games on it, and it was a lot more gaming software that I liked and wanted to install that can contribute to other gaming, you know, needs. So that's the reason why I decided to make this not just strictly for The Sims or use this computer strictly for The Sims. I may do that in the future, but I don't think at this point it's really necessary. But all of that being said, pretty much this was just a talking type video about it. And then, or at least this is the first half of the rest of the video that I'm going to make when it comes down to what all of these icons inside of my dock, what they are. What I did want to say is for a person that plays video games or play The Sims, there is something that you can do very quick and very easy in order to get better performance. Because let's be realistic, most people, they're not going to use their gaming laptop just for The Sims. I mean, that's kind of unrealistic. People have schoolwork, people have other things. I personally think that you should buy a computer that's literally just for gaming if that is very important to you and you want to have the best experience. And then you should buy another computer or have another computer for everything else, such as Microsoft Word, browsing the internet, so on and so forth. I do browse the internet and different things on here, but majority of all of my programs are software to improve / help my gaming experience and performance. So this is going to be, I don't know how many programs it is, but, you know, a list of programs that I install immediately whenever I get a new gaming computer, and that is literally targeting or directly focused on gaming. So real quick, what I recommend you do if you are a Sims player, whether it's The Sims 3, The Sims 4, or both, I think you should make a user account, but the user account should be strictly for that game. You should not use or run any applications that will not benefit that game inside of the next user. And the reason why you want to do that is because whenever you install new programs and everything on your computer, a lot of them are set to start up automatically. And you don't know that they're running in the background and they're using resources. When you make a new user, a lot of those programs that are set or automatically runs inside of the background or inside of the tray, then, you know, it kind of helps, it kind of goes against the performance of your game and your gaming experience that you are trying to have. Also, you want to make this computer kind of look ugly per se. Like mine looks very pretty inside of this profile, but when I switch over to the other profile, you'll see what I mean. I need to set it up the way that I had it in my previous video that I post on YouTube, because in my previous video I had just all of my sim icons and everything with the software and everything that I use strictly for The Sims 3, which is what I'm about to do after I get done recording this half of the video. Hopefully this video is not boring just because I'm talking and I'm not showing anything in particular other than my desktop. What I can do is I can show you right here that I literally made a account just for The Sims 3, which means that I will not be opening Safari, no mail applications. I won't be running, using, or doing anything that is not Sims 3 related or to benefit The Sims 3 on this user that you see right there that says The Sims 3 only. So that is a good thing that you can do. If you need to transfer your files from one user to another user, I can show you that very quickly. All you have to do is go into your Explorer, and then if you go to this PC, you go to your hard drive, your main hard drive, or wherever you have your documents saved at. So I'm going to go here. I am going to go to users, and then here's a list of users that I used to have. They are not on here anymore. I need to do a system clean, a disk cleanup in order to get rid of those. That should take care of that problem. If not, I can try to manually delete them, but I don't prefer manually deleting them. So this is, let's say, you know, the Sims 3 folder is in this user, but I want my folder to be inside of the new user that I created. So I'm going to go to the Sims 3 only, and then I'm going to press continue when that pop up. And then once it opens up, go to documents, and then all I'm going to do is drag this over and, you know, put it there. And I'm going to open up another window, and then I'm going to put it over here. Goes to documents, and then look for my folder. Let me fix that. Okay, so here's the folder. Here is my folder size. This is because I have all of the store content, and I have a few other things other than the store content. So it is 51.8 gigs. And I'm going to just copy this because I don't want to move it. If you want to move it and not copy it, just in case you don't have the space and stuff, you can just drag it, and then you can press move here, or you can just drag it over. I'm just going to copy it. So copy and paste. And I'm going to let it go through the process of transferring. I'm going to also put in the description the hard drive that I have. If I can find the mouse that I have, I will put all of those things, like I said, inside of the description. And there are some shortcuts that I really recommend that you have, which I can upload the shortcut files to make it easier. All you have to do is download them. They will work on any computer because the shortcuts never change. There are some programs that I personally want to start up whenever I'm about to, whenever I launch Windows and I'm about to start gaming when it comes down to the Sims 3. I will show that inside of a video. This does not want to copy over, so I'm just going to skip that. But, yeah, everything pretty much copied over and set that one file, which I don't know what that file was, but I'm pretty sure it's not a deal breaker or anything. So when I launch that user and I launch the Sims, everything should be perfectly fine. But yeah, this startup shortcut is very important because I'm going to put some of these, like this is actually garbage. I don't have that program anymore. But I'm going to put these two inside of the startup shortcut, where it goes to the folder where if whatever shortcuts you put in there, it will start up the prefetch and the temp. If you open the prefetch, then all of these files, what I do whenever I'm about to launch or play a video game, I go highlight all of them and I delete what I can. And all of them won't delete. So I just skip the ones that don't. And then the temp files, I do the same thing. I go through them and then I delete them. And then once again, certain files may not delete. But that is what I personally do. I'm going to empty my trash can from those files that I just deleted. And that's, you know, a very big important step. If you want to, you can run this and that will clean up. Every month or so, you should defragment your hard drive depending on what all you doing. But if you just mainly gaming on your computer, then defragmenting the hard drive is not really necessary. But yeah, so yep, this was just a quick cool little video of me showing my computer and showing you know, what I'm gonna do / what I actually do in order to have a better performance and experience when it comes down to my video games. So this is part 1. I'm going to either post this or include part 2 of the video when I go over into the next user. But once again, that will happen once I actually record. Not record, but when I set up that user the way that I previously had it. And also showing you all of the other applications and stuff on software that is directed for The Sims 3 in particular, which there are a lot of people don't know about or don't know exist. I am what I consider as a pro Sims 3 gamer, so I have a lot of modifications inside of my game, but all of the modifications that I have, they all work. It's perfectly fine. And the best way I feel to modify your game if you hesitant on modifying, because, you know, people modify their Sims and then a new patch or something comes out and it messes up the mod and you have to try to figure out what mod it was that is messed up. I decided to just mod the Sims after all of the games and all of the patches of The Sims 3 came out, and then I went from there, so I didn't have to worry about trying to update any modifications that may or may not work, and so on and so forth. So thank you for watching at least this part of my video, and I will talk to you when I make the next part of my video. Thank you. Please, once again, like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to make more videos like this, and I will just see you guys later. That I created just for The Sims game. And like I said, I'm going to list all of the different software that I am using on this profile other than The Sims, but I will not be browsing the internet. I won't be using no type of Microsoft Office or anything else. Neither will I be installing any applications that may run in the background or have different pieces of software running in the background, which can cause you know, your computer to use less resources and for you to have any bugs or glitches or so on and so forth when you are trying to play The Sims inside of this particular user. So right now I have all of my Sims 3 store content installed, and I literally have all of the Sims 3 content installed. I just clicked on The Sims so it can load up the launcher, which may take a minute. I think all I have to do is click it once. Yep. Okay, there you go. So, as you can see, this is the version of The Sims that I am on. I am not on the latest, whatever, release of The Sims. I do have every CD installed, and I have, like I said, all of The Sims 3 content installed. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to show you exactly how big this file is. So, 51.8 gigs. And that's because I have, I don't have any custom content in here. I have mods. I have a lot of stuff in here, in this folder. But, point being, a lot of these files that I do have in here, I don't need to delete them. I know that certain people delete certain files that are in here. My computer is pretty fast and powerful. If I did do some type of cleaning up of certain files, maybe it will perform even better, but I don't know. It's good. I don't know if it can get any better as far as performance, so whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of my custom content out and my mods and everything, and then I'm going to restart The Sims up so it can create a new folder inside of the documents folder, which is fresh and it doesn't have anything. And then I'm going to record just how the gameplay is without any type of modifications first, and then I'll, you know, record the difference as far as functionality and everything when the game does have the modifications and stuff inside of The Sims. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this. Oh, and the Smooth Patch mod is amazing. Like, it is probably one of my favorite mods that has ever came out, period. Even though my computer has always been pretty good and powerful, at least the ones that I buy, because I buy computers in the mindset of them performing and keeping up with this game in particular. It's weird. This game was way ahead of its time to the extent that you needed like a super beefed up computer in order to have a good experience and performance with the game. But even then, the game still had its problems no matter how powerful the computer was. I'm not going to run any of the programs that I usually would run in the step process that I go through every time I'm about to load up this game and play it. I'm just going to regular load it up. I'm going to regular record just it caching files and loading, and then I'll go from there. Also, like I said in my previous video that I took down from YouTube, it was getting a lot of views, but I wasn't getting no subscribers or anything really, which that wasn't a big deal. It was just, I felt that that video could have been done a lot better. But yeah, I said in that video I was going to debloat The Sims, and I'm going to debloat it in a different way than how someone or other people have made videos showing you how to take certain things out of the Sims folder and the documents folder in order to kind of like reset it and, you know, have a better experience and so on and so forth. So, once you click on this, a folder will be generated with files and stuff in it, and this is the new folder where all of the saved content is going to be stored at. As you can see, it generates very, very quickly. I'm going to have to stop the video and then restart the video, because if I try to launch The Sims while it's in this state, you know, while it's not in-game, then my recording software will actually stop itself anyway, and then I will have to restart the recording process. So I'll be back in a second. I'm about to go take out my mods and put them on, you know, a different part of my hard drive so they're not actively inside of the game, and then I'm going to launch up the game, and then we're going to go from there. So I will talk to you guys once this starts loading up the game. Alright, so I'm at the loading screen, and my recording software acts like it didn't want to kick up for a second, but you know, it's working now. But yeah, I love this recording software. It's Mirillis Action recording software. It is my favorite screen recording software. I didn't test out a lot of them, but this one is the bomb. Alright, so I'm in the game, as you can see. Now, all of this generated, which means that I have some files still left over that I didn't remove, but, you know, it's not mods or anything. You can actually place these worlds in different parts of the C drive, and they will generate themselves just like the rest of the worlds that are on the Sims. Oh, by the way, this is literally one of my favorites. I don't know if you can find this. It was very hard for me to trace down and find to download, but this, if you want to screenshot this, I recommend you guys to download this and give it a shot. It is beautiful. I did know that it did have, excuse me, I did know that it had problems loading, and people wasn't really able to comfortably play in this little tiny world because it has so many details and stuff in it. You can do a little cleaning up yourself, or if you just have a super powerful computer or whatever the case is, you shouldn't have a problem with the world. I personally don't have a problem with it. Also, like I said, I use a lot of different software and programs and stuff that correspond and help improve The Sims performance when I am playing. So I'm just gonna go to options real quick. As you can see, this is, I guess, the default, or at least my default. I'm going to put all of this up high because I have to play the game on very high. I cannot play it on anything less than very high. I'm not going to change the resolution. The resolution is perfectly fine because the interface and stuff will get a little wonky. Let's see, full screen mode and object hiding. This is a good option where if you need to focus on whatever you're focusing on and not other levels. So at the bar with my other video, and I'll show you probably, all of the objects and stuff was hidden, and that helps with rendering. So this is a good thing to check off, but I'm not going to check it off because I don't have that problem. I'm going to change the sound, and I'm going to uncheck that box. This is just my personal settings that I go through and I do whenever I'm about to, you know, load up my game and play my game. I actually do use the recording in-game. I haven't, you know, done this in a long time. I'm gonna put shut. Uncheck that. I want to move all of these up. And as far as all of this, I'm just gonna uncheck this. This is your own personal preference. The story progression mode, I'm just gonna uncheck that because I personally don't like to play my game with story progression on. I do like the mod story progression from Ninrod's mods, which, you know, there's a ton of videos on that. But anyways, I'm going to stop the video, apply the changes, and then I'm going to reboot the Sims, and I'm going to load up a world in real time so you can see how long it takes to load up. I'm going to load up Sunset Valley because, you know, it's one of the OGs. It is the OG world for the Sims, and, you know, we can go from there. But like I said, I'm a big Sims and gaming person, so I went through a lot of different things to make sure that this game ran as best as it possibly can. And I didn't set all of that stuff up on this computer, which I will make a video and I will set all of those things up on this computer. It's a hassle and it's going to take a while if you decide to follow what I did, but I believe that it's worth it. And I've been playing The Sims for years. It's been out since 2009. And I'm not bored of it, which is amazing. I can't wait to show you guys my mansion as well, but that will be coming up in a future video. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody. So I just restarted The Sims because you had to restart it to apply those changes that I made. So let me show you that these changes have been applied. And now let's load up Sunset Valley. Uncheck that box, continue. And we're just gonna wait and see how long this takes to load for the first time. Yeah, Windows 11 though, like I said, it's kind of unnecessary. I have no idea what it does or how it contributes to anything really. There are very subtle changes about Windows 11 that I like, but after installing the official build of Windows 11, I don't prefer anyone to use it. Not really. I mean, I have it now because I feel like I'm stuck with it. I did too much to, you know, modify and install everything, and trying to convert back to Windows 10 is a little unnecessary in my personal opinion, and it's a big hassle that I ain't got time for. And you know, they like, oh, well, newer software, keep everything up to date, the drivers, etc. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I did a lot of tweaking, modification, disabling, deleting. I deleted firewall, like window, whatever, what is it called, Defender? Yeah, I deleted that. Like, yes, I completely deleted the whole thing out of my computer. Which a lot of people, I guess they don't know that they can do that. And then some people say, oh, that's a good thing to have on your computer, and I don't care. I deleted it. You know, I'm not using this computer to download and install random stuff. So, I don't need it. But, yep. I have no idea how long this is going to take. By the way, I have not pre-tested this or anything on this new computer. So, hopefully this doesn't take too long. And actually, no, it didn't take long at all. And the game looks beautiful, as always, but I don't know, on this computer monitor that I'm using, it looks great. I will definitely link that inside of the description as well, and where I got it from. I got it from Amazon, so, you know, yeah, so this is pretty nice. I'm not seeing any screen tearing or anything, you know, slight type stutter, which I don't even know. I'm pretty sure that may be gone when I actually do what I usually do in order to program and set up the Sims. So, you know, we'll see. So, this is the world. That's how long it took for it to load up. Let's go into create a household. Now, the one thing I will say, I feel like people don't spend enough time in this portion of the game to allow all of the thumbnails and all of the hairs and everything to completely load. Because there's so many different sections, and it's ridiculous. So, that's how long it took for the hairs, hats, whatever to load. And I'm just scrolling down. Remind you, I do not have the smooth patch installer mod thing. I do not have that installed right now, so you can only imagine how much quicker this will be in React when I do have that installed and running. It's not even a bad delay or anything as of right now, so, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs. Now, I have looked up articles, I done looked up all type of stuff on, you know, the Sims to try to see what makes it run the best or whatever, because this is a graphically intense game. And, yeah, I don't know. I put a lot of time and effort into this game for years, and now I finally have it where I'm very comfortable as far as playing it. And then of course technology is only getting better and things are only getting smoother and faster, so yeah. So like I said, this is just the game without the mods and everything else. And then when your clothes is loading, just for people that may have never played this game before, that's interested, or whatever the case may be, this, when that turns blue and fills in, that's how you know that all of your clothes have loaded. So I literally wait until that turns blue before I decide to do anything. I mean, it's worth the little wait. Of course, when you have custom content, if you have custom content, and when you have a lot more options of clothes in general, whether it come from the official store content or whatever, it's going to take longer for that stuff to load because it's a lot to load, and like it's a whole bunch of options. But yeah, I feel like this moving pretty damn good. Excuse my language. And yeah, this is dope. I'm going to have so much fun with my new computer. I will definitely put in the description what computer this is, like I said over and over again. I'm not trying to keep repeating myself, but I like for people to know what it is that I'm using and what I bought and etc. To help them. Maybe you want to buy a computer like mine and get the type of performance and stuff that I have on mine. So, you know, I'm just trying to look out. Not telling someone to buy anything. I'm not, you know, my video is not being sponsored or anything like that. I'm not even a pro YouTuber. I'm not there yet. Hopefully one day I get to be there, but, you know, it's more of a hobby and for fun than anything else. It's not really for me to make money. So I'm just going to exit out of this mode. And then I'm going to just choose a family. which I love to choose this house here. Okay, edit town, exit tutorial, and then go back, and then choose. So let me select this household. Some little pop-up stuff comes up on the screen. I'm gonna give it a second so I can load up stuff. Let me put the walls up. What's interesting, whenever you load this game, or at least this household for the first time or something, it seems as if he does the same exact thing, which is a little abnormal, because I'm like, how does it know to do that? Alright, so let me pull the walls down. As you can see, I don't have the graphics mods. Nothing is in this game, and it looks incredible. The details, if they look like this, yeah, I don't know how much better this is gonna look and be once I do everything that I am gonna do in order to boost my gaming performance and just overall experience. So this is incredible. That's all I'm gonna say. This is very, very cool. So a quick tip, I noticed that if you are playing this game and you don't want the screen tearing and stuttering and stuff, I don't think that you have to use any type of software or anything that I personally do, or that I'm going to do inside of the next video, or future video, I should say, because I'm not sure if it's going to be the next video. But what I will say is, you should play this game on a monitor or have a computer, whether it's your gaming laptop or whatever, because this is what I have. I have a gaming laptop. You should try to play this game with a screen that has a 120 and up refresh rate. And I know a lot of computers and stuff, their refresh rate is still, what, 60? And this game should not be ran on a computer, per se, in theory, that the refresh rate is 60 or anything under 120 in my personal opinion. But, you know, that's just me. I used to be so upset and envy watching the trailers of this game, and I was trying to figure out what type of super suited up, strong, powerful computer was running this game, because if you know, like, every CD and every download and everything that is installed and put into this game affects the performance. The reason why I'm good at computers and I know a lot that I know about computers, so literally is because of this game. I have to give all credit to this video game. I bought a computer. I had the first CD. It was running. It was great, but it was pretty bland and boring because there wasn't really anything to work with. And even then, it was pretty okay to me. So I kept buying more and more of the expansion packs and everything when they was released. And I noticed that I had to keep buying a new computer each time I was buying a new pack, because each pack started to affect the game negatively. So yeah, that was a no-go. And I had went through computer after computer, literally to just try to find a computer that was good enough for me to play this game and enjoy it, you know, the best that I could. And then I was sick and tired of buying computers to try to keep up with this video game. So I decided to start upgrading my computers myself, and I taught myself how to do that. And you can teach yourself too, and I can show you if you want me to. There is so much information out there, and a lot of people, I guess, they don't put the time or effort into finding out or using that information. But yeah, it's there's a lot that people can do, and I feel like this game should have been released around this decade in time. You know, it shouldn't have been released when it was released, in my personal opinion, because I feel like this was a very graphically intense game for its time. But as you can see, I just came all the way across town. Everything loaded up nicely. I don't have object hiding because if I had it on, these objects would be hidden for rendering reasons. Let's see. I'm going to try to play pool with someone. Okay. I was going to say I don't even see anyone downstairs. Now I do. She's over here singing. Okay. Now, of course, when you are playing the game and your files and stuff is getting bigger, then that will start to affect the performance. But my folder is massive. 51 gigs, that's really, really big. And even then, I don't go through the whole crazy cleaning process. If you want to, the more the merrier. But how my computer is performing now, it performs like this and better when I do everything else that I do with my computer. Also, my other video, it was giving me a bad name. Oh, well, it was giving, not a bad name, but I was getting a bad look when I made the other video because there was a little bit of screen tearing, kind of, not really. It was not noticeable, but it was noticeable to me. And then when you're not only playing a video game, but you're recording and everything, that can, you know, show little glitches here and there or whatever the case is. But yep, this is, you know, real time, no glitches, no hiccups, no nothing. This is just how the game is and how the game is performing. This is the i7 computer. I don't buy anything that's not Intel i7. I want an i9, but you know, one day, hopefully, I can afford an i9 computer and make a review on an i9 computer, which would be cool. Definitely, you know, running this game, because if you've seen this game perform on other older hardware computers and stuff, yeah, it wasn't pretty. So in the future, this thing will run like a dream. As you can see, it's already pretty much running like a dream, in my personal opinion. But yeah, so that's all for this